Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you guys my entire process from start to finish on how I turned my drawings into stickers for Comic-Con. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh, a non-Pokemon Go related video. It's still Pokemon related because the drawings I make are Pokemon, obviously. And first things first, I like to start off with a sketch to plan out my drawing, plan out the pose, and figure out the proportions. I like to change up the proportions to suit my style. As you guys know, I have a bunch of Doodles that I use on this channel as graphics, and yes, I draw all of those. I've gotten a lot of questions about it in the past. A lot of people have asked me if I did all of my graphics for my channel. The answer is yes, I'm actually a professional artist, but the stuff that I show on my channel is not that professional because it is very doodly, very rough in style. If you guys want to see some of the artwork that I actually do, I used to have a website, but you could check out my art on my Instagram, which is going to be at taffystar_art. There you could actually see what my art is actually like. But for my channel, I have developed this sort of derpy and cute style that I feel adds a lot of character to the channel, and I feel like it distinguishes it a little bit from other GBL channels. I do plan on making a separate channel for my art and more dedicated to my art because I feel like I could post all my art videos here, but I feel like if anyone subscribes to me for my artwork, they might not be interested in GBL because not everyone is going to be playing, Pokemon Go and Go Battle League. So I feel like I would really benefit from making a separate channel for my art, but I felt like this video definitely belonged on this channel, especially since the drawings that I'm going to be turning into stickers are the Doodles that I use in my GBL videos. Also, a lot of you guys have been interested in my art process, so here you go. Here's a full video from start to finish. Of course, we started off with a sketch, and then I went ahead and I did the inks. We call it inking even though it's digital. I do use a drawing tablet and I use Photoshop to make all my drawings. And I went ahead and I outlined, that's what the inking is, I outlined with black. And then I go in and I add the color. Very basic, very simple process. And all of my Doodles are super simple. They don't take a lot of time to do. If they did take so much time to do, I wouldn't be able to crank out as many videos as I do for this channel. And then when I'm done with the drawing, I go ahead and I make the background transparent and I save it as a PNG in a folder that I have all of my Pokemon sprites in. Now for this video, I went ahead and I chose to do Piplup because I remember from last year's Comic-Con, someone actually came to my stand and asked me if I had any Piplup stickers. They specifically said that their favorite Pokemon was Piplup. So I kept that in the back of my mind and I decided, you know what, let's just make a Piplup sticker. Add more variety to these sticker sheets. Most of the Pokemon on these sticker sheets anyway are not first evolutions because a lot of them I took from my GBL videos, and in GBL you don't really use first evolution Pokemon that much. So I went ahead and decided to make a Piplup sticker, and I think it turned out really cute. Now on the screen, I'm just trying to plan out how I want the layout of the sticker sheet to look. I am including it as part of a sticker sheet. I didn't feel like any of these Pokemon Doodles were worthy of being like a sticker on their own. I do have single stickers of some more detailed Pokemon illustrations I had made previously, and I'll show you guys some of those in the end of the video. But for now, each rectangle that you see on screen is a sticker sheet. They are about 15 centimeters tall. So I just arranged the Pokemon so that they fit perfectly on the sticker sheet and so that there isn't a lot of white space. I have these little Pokeball stickers as well that I put on the sticker sheet wherever there is a white space. That way I'm using as much of the sticker paper as I can, and also whoever is buying the sticker sheet will have extra stickers instead of, just blank paper. Now when I'm happy with the layout of my images, I go ahead and I group them together and I give that group a white border. That way the cutting machine that I'm using has a little bit of room for error when it's cutting. If I didn't give them a white border, then the cutting machine might cut off some of the outlines of the Pokemon, and you definitely don't want that. So go ahead, and if you're using this video as a tutorial, just know, give your stickers a border, a white border. And for these sticker sheets, I also decided that I'm going to go ahead and include all of the names of the Pokemon. The names are not getting cut out, so I have to make sure that they are going to be on the background layer. I have 2 layers that I'm going to export. One layer is going to be a cut-only layer, and then the second layer is a print-only layer, and that's where the names of the Pokemon are and my logo. So I'll get more into that later. But for now, this is what I'm doing. I'm going ahead and I am putting all of the names of the Pokemon. I felt like it also looked nicer with all the names. Last year, I did not do this, and I felt like it was a little bit too plain. There was a bit too much white space, so I went ahead and I did that this year. And then when I'm done and happy with the layout of the sticker sheet, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this group onto the right side of the paper so that I have 2 sticker sheets printed on each A4 paper that I'm printing. And really quickly in the video, I'm also adjusting some of the white areas on the border because in some areas where either there is a very sharp corner or the space is a little bit too small for my cutter, I have to kind of adjust those because the cutter might rip that area. So if anyone is using this as a tutorial, which I don't think they are, just know that little piece of information for you guys. And here's a few other sticker sheet designs that I made with some of the other Pokemon that I have, just so that you guys can see. And for some reason, I decide to continue the rest of this video with a different sticker sheet design than the one I started off with. So here you go. It is the one with Scissor and Dragonite on it. Now the cutter I'm using is the Cricut Maker, and it comes with this Cricut Design Space software, and that's what you're seeing on the screen right now. I go ahead and I import the print layer into the Cricut Maker software, and then I export a cut-only layer. As I told you guys before, I have to hide the background, the names of the Pokemon, and my logo. That way, the cutter is only cutting out the shapes of the Pokemon, and this will be a cut-only layer. And then after I export it as a PNG with a transparent background, I go back into my Cricut Maker software, I import that image, and I place it on top of the image that I am going to print. It is very important that the position of the image that I am printing and the image that I am cutting are exactly the same. So as you can see in the position on the top right corner, it is going to be 1.27 in the X coordinate and 1.27 in the Y coordinate for both images. And both images are going to be 15 centimeters high so that I know that they are exactly the same size. Now I go ahead and I attach those 2 images using the attach button, and then I print the image. And here it is printing on my very standard inkjet printer. This is inkjet safe sticker paper, by the way. Make sure if you're doing this that you are using sticker paper that is suitable for inkjet printers. It is just a standard printer, very low budget printer as well, and it works perfectly fine. The colors are vibrant and it looks really nice. And now that I have it printed, I can go ahead and cut. I like to use the washi sheet setting for cutting out sticker sheets because I found that it works best. It's not going to cut through the paper. It's just going to cut enough so that you have a sticker sheet. And here is our beautiful Cricut. Look at it, it's so pretty. Just going to turn it on and it is ready to cut our sticker sheets. Now the one I have is a slightly older model. I don't know if the newer models can cut without the cutting mat. I heard that they do. I might be wrong on that, but I have to stick all of my sticker sheets onto this cutting mat before cutting the stickers out. So this cutting mat has like a sticky layer so that your stickers don't move around, or sorry, so that your paper doesn't move around. So I'm just going to go ahead, place that on there, and then I'm going to load this cutting mat into the machine, and the machine will go ahead and grab that mat and move it back and forth so that it can cut the stickers. Now once I've loaded the machine, I can go ahead and push the go button, and the machine will start scanning the page for those black markings. That way it knows where to cut, and hopefully it will cut in the right position. But here, what I did was I made a big mistake. I hadn't used my cutting machine in a really long time, and it wasn't calibrated, so it actually did not cut in the right place. I ended up having to scrap this entire page, and I was also using my good sticker sheet. So that was unfortunate. I basically had to throw this page away, and I'll show you guys now how the stickers did not cut right. I'm going to go ahead and peel it off my cutting mat, and I'll take one of the stickers off to show you guys. This scissor sticker was a little bit difficult to peel off because it has like the little legs sticking out, and I didn't want to rip them off, but you can see where there's like a lot of white space around the sticker because the machine wasn't calibrated, so it was printing a little bit off center. So then I had to go ahead and print out a calibration sheet, recalibrate my cutter, and then print and cut the sticker sheet again. And this time I did it on some cheap label paper, just so that I could make sure that I was cutting in the right position and I wasn't wasting any more of my nice sticker paper that I was going to take to Comic-Con and sell. And that ended up working out really nicely. It cut perfectly. And then after, I have to cut off all of the edges from the stickers and cut the individual rectangles out. So I use this cutting tool to cut those precise lines and clean up all of the edges. And then also, once I am done with that, I am also going to round out the corners. I like to have round corners on my sticker sheets because I think it looks nice. It looks a little bit less, made at home. So this is my corner rounder puncher thing. I don't know what it's called, but I use it to make the corners of my sticker sheets round. And here are the sticker sheets when they are done. This is what they are going to look like. And so over the next few days, I just spent so much time printing and cutting out all of these sticker sheets. And I left all of the edge cutting till the end. And I didn't know that the edge cutting was going to take me so much time. But this is my first check-in. You can see the stack is very high. I have a lot of work to do. Alrighty, it is now several days later. I am done printing and cutting out all of my sticker sheets. I think I made way too many, but yeah, they're all done. They're all here. You can see I have a bunch of designs. I definitely don't think I'm going to be able to sell this much. But yeah, that's my stack of sticker sheets. I'm going to have to start cutting these out now because that is a lot of cutting for me to do. These are all on each sheet there's 2 sticker sheets. So I'm gonna have to cut those all into individual sticker sheets. These are my own designs, by the way. These ones. The ones under are Pokemon. And several days later, I finally was able to cut off all of the edges. It took way too much time. I think the entire process, the printing and all of the cutting, took about 3 weeks to do. And it was 3 weeks of non-stop work. I was just sitting in my room and making all of these. I think one sticker sheet takes around, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes to print and cut. But they were finally done and I was ready for Comic-Con. And guys, this is my Comic-Con booth. Some of you guys have already seen it. I did post it on Twitter and Instagram. And this is everything I was selling at Comic-Con. And you guys get to see a little bit of my other artwork, not just my derpy Pokemon doodles. I do have these Princess Peach illustrations that I made. The mermaid is an original design. And then these 4 sticker sheets here are my original characters as well. And then of course I have a bunch of Pokemon Doodle stickers. And these are my individual, more detailed Pokemon stickers. Those are really cute. If you want to see them more up close, then definitely check out my Instagram. They're all on there. And the Gengar one is super popular. That is definitely one that sold a lot at this con and at some of the previous conventions. I also had some keychains. And that's basically all I want to share with you guys about my stickers. The convention went really well. It was super crowded. I'll also leave you with a little bit of story time about the convention, and I have a little bit of a vlog, sort of, at the end of this video. I suck at vlogging. My videos are absolutely terrible. My hand is shaky, and I'm taking the videos super fast because I actually don't want to focus too much on the people. It is in the Middle East, and in the Middle East it is disrespectful to film people without their permission, so I tried to take quick videos here and there, but I didn't focus too much on the people in the convention. But the convention went so well. It was so crowded and so popular. So many people came. I sold a lot of stuff. I was able to get the money back for my booth, but I did not make a profit. I have to put that out there. A lot of people go to conventions and don't make a profit. It's fine. It's more of a marketing thing, and to get yourself out there as an artist and meet other artists, it's a really nice opportunity. So I had a lot of fun. And I'll show you guys at the end which 2 sticker sheets sold out. I was actually really surprised that these 2 were the most popular. And while you guys are watching the video in the background, I have a kind of funny story to tell you guys regarding Pokemon Go during the convention, by the way. And basically each day I was sitting at my booth from the beginning of the con until the end of the con, and I was not leaving. I wasn't budging. I wanted to be there, and I wanted to meet everyone who was stopping by my booth. But on Sunday, there was Hisui and Decidueye raid day, and I really, really wanted to go and raid Hisui and Decidueye. Unfortunately, at the venue of the convention, there was no gyms. There was only one gym, and it was at a hotel that was like very close to the convention. So when I went for a small lunch break, I ran to the gym. This was around 3:50, and I got there with 2 minutes left on the 3 o'clock raid. I was able to do the 3 o'clock raid, and then the 4 o'clock raid came around, and I was also able to do that raid. And guess what? I got a shiny. So there's your little story time for you. I have so much FOMO when it comes to Pokemon Go. I cannot leave it for one day. I cannot let an event pass by where I do not participate. And guys, that brings us to the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it's different from what I usually post. And I'm just going to leave you with all of the designs that I made, or all of the Pokemon Doodle sticker sheets that I made. Obviously, I didn't design the Pokemon. These are existing characters. I just drew them in my own little doodly style, and I put them on a sticker sheet. My other stuff that I was selling at the convention, I had some original stuff, but the Pokemon stuff was more popular. And by the way, the most popular sticker sheets that sold were the one that had the Giratinas on it, and the one that had the Gengar on it. Gengar was super popular at the convention. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like my videos, please consider subscribing, maybe leave a like. It helps me out so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!